Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where exactly as I started this recording, Darius decided to make an announcement. Thanks, buddy. So last episode we did a slightly risky mission that ended up going far better than it could have. We did end up losing a couple of arms on this hunchback, on this centurion. We've got just a little bit of work to do on those. So let's see here. The PA or the AH? Was that the one that we lost the arm on? We lost it on the PA. Okay. So the PA, and then it was the Hunchback 1G that we lost the other arm on. So that's actually perfect. So let's go ahead and tick forward 5 days here. 2, 1, 0. Okay. And now we can hop into the mech bay and replace those arms. So let's hop in here and see what we want to do. We can repair this, and there's actually literally nothing to do on this hunchback. This arm that we lost, there was nothing in it. Okay. Sounds good to me. So we will just continue with that.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And how long was that going to take? 0 days. Okay. So it's this arm here that we lost the Ultra AC-20 out of. And that does hurt, to be sure. But honestly, we were so ammo limited anyway that this is almost a blessing in disguise. We did lose a pair of double heat sinks, and I feel like that hurts a little more, but we can replace those easily enough. And then we have 12 tons, 13 when you consider the UAC ammo. We could put in a UAC 10 with some extra ammo. I'm 99% certain that we don't have any UAC 10 ammo. Yeah, we don't have any UAC 10 ammo. We do have LBX 10 ammo. And we'd be able to put in 2 tons of ammo along with that. So, we'd be able to put in, say, both cluster and slug ammunition. The real question is, how many shots is that? 10 shots? That is so much freer. Okay, so we can do cluster as well as slug. And I think I might put both of them on this side. I'm thinking about it. Might as well. I mean, if we're taking internal damage in either leg, we're going to have problems anyway, right? Because we're going to have ammo in both. In theory, the solution to that is don't take shots in the leg. Okay, so we're going to get this Centurion as our priority, and we're going to tick forward for another, looks like 6 days here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fantastic. That really wasn't too bad in terms of repairs. So let's hop into our mech bay here. No, not our mech bay, into our barracks, and we need to do some training. So Buckshot pilots the hunchback, or a hunchback, anyway. Let's go ahead and take... No, I've changed my mind. We're going to take a point of Juggernaut here. Okay, excellent. Anything else? Yes, actually. Death Crusade could take a point of tactics, and I like the sensor roll.
Mech warrior training complete.
Geezer could take a point of basically anything here. Guts is okay.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Glaive is fine. LaFay, Overhead, don't need anything. Ringo, Scrub are both good to go. Wildfire can take, I guess, a point of Guts. That'll do. Okay, so at this point we're ready to deploy. We're still in a good financial situation, so I would love to take a slightly risky mission. And to that end, this is an urban battle. Heavily armed. 3 skull. Not great salvage. Not great salvage at all. But this is also perhaps the toughest mission available to us. Now, there is this one here, but this is against Steiner, and I'm not entirely sure that we want Steiner heavies. I don't know, maybe we do. This is a lot better salvage. We could run this like so. You know? Let's do it. It's a lot better in terms of salvage. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think we run this as is. And we deploy. No warning from Darius. That's not necessarily a good sign. Darius is always wrong, it seems. Now, this is a capture base mission in an urban environment. We should be expecting an ambush. We should be expecting a garrison. And then we should be expecting another lance once we actually capture the base. Now, none of that might happen except for the last one. We could just be against a single enemy lance, but I'm assuming the worst here. So worst case scenario versus Steiner, we are expecting to face as many as 12 units. And we need to take back the Ancestral Fortress. A Diamond Shark family has lost a large area of land on Terra thanks to dubious legal maneuvering by Lyran agents. This land includes an important ancestral military base. Okay, Clan Diamond Shark, can we talk for a moment? You guys just took over Terra. How is this ancestral military base a thing? Just wondering. Like, you guys are clan. You were, like, born on... Do they have to be born on Stratomecti? I can't remember. It's been too long since I've read the novels. At any rate, let's go ahead and do this. I also don't buy the Ancestral Fortress angle. That doesn't work for a clan, for sure. Okay. So, it looks like we are not going to have any initial... Oh, that's the edge of the map right there. We're not going to have any initial opposition. Okay, so we can drop in right over here. And so we shall. Excellent. This is the Ancestral Fortress. This looks like a modern operational military base to me. Yeah, there will be enemy reinforcements. Oh look, we've got a dropship inbound to this location. Fascinating.
Yeah? Let's move.
So we're going to prep for that.
Copy that, Commander.
We're definitely going to prep for this.
On the move.
We're going to put our Centurion here.
Roger.
Our Hunchy here.
Okay, let's go.
Our Ghost here.
Acknowledged.
Our Shadowhawk 2C here.
Aye, aye.
Our Veagle we will put here.
Coordinates received.
Indeed. Okay, so just a slight artillery strike there. Lots of stability on our Hunchy, but otherwise, not a whole lot. Okay, and everyone else, we're going to brace.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah? Got it.
They gonna drop in now?
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Up over here. Okay. A whole lot of nothing here right now, anyway. Gonna reserve and let them come to us. The fire starter, not particularly threatening. And we see an Enfield and a Quick Draw and a Valk. Okay, a Valk 2, technically. Okay, they shot down that building. That gives us some cover. And now we are in a position where we can definitely turn around and begin attacking these guys. Now, in terms of hit odds here, the Valk is our better hit odds, but we could almost shoot down this building. Almost. I'm not going to do it with the Veagle here, because we can't guarantee the hit. And actually, we do hit with the PPC, so that's nice. The Enfield moves up, goes for the rear arc LBX attack on our Centurion. That's not surprising, in all honesty.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to take our Ghost up over this direction. And that's all we've got for that for right now. Have another mover over here? Oh yeah, the quick draw, that would be right. For some reason I was thinking they had all moved, but they hadn't.
Standing by.
Okay, so the Shadowhawk 2C is going to make its way up over to here, and I think we're only going to really be able to use the large heavy laser in this situation. We'll go for the Enfield. It's not the best option, but it's an option. Structure exposure, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so this Centurion is going to turn on around. We're going to come up here. It is obstructed LOS. And to that end, we're only going to fire the medium rifle. Ooh, we actually hit this building. 45 damage to it.
Commander?
I like it. We're going to move up with this Centurion.
Coordinates received.
And we're going to look to shoot down this building. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to fire on the Valk with cluster ammunition. Only one hit there, but that's okay.
No.
This Hunchy is not going to be in the best of positions. That is for sure. I think we'll fire on the Valk here and hope to stray shot the building.
Locking in target.
Okay, that's a building, but it's not the one we were looking for, in all honesty. The 4X1 is going to make its way over, but it can't respond to this. We were slightly blindsided by this angle that they took.
Yes, Commander.
No doubt about that one. And we're going to move our Blackjack up over here. Are they clustered at all? Not particularly. So I'm actually thinking that we're going to drop the Arrow 4 on this building.
Locking on.
That wasn't a good shot. Wasn't a good shot at all. Okay, the Firestarter jumps up, and interesting loadout on a Firestarter. Okay. The Firestarter jumps up, lands on this building here, which has taken some damage.
You.
So this Centurion here is going to move up to this
Alright.
position. And we are going to look to take down this building.
Roger. Payday.
Fantastic. That's 120 points of fall damage onto this Valkyrie.
Standing by.
Our Ghost is going to move on in, up over here.
Move order received.
And we are going to potentially shoot at this Enfield, but in reality, it's got to be the Enfield, actually.
Confirmed.
50 damage onto it. Okay, that'll do. So phase 18, they're going to move their quick draw, also jumping up onto a building. Okay.
Damage minimal.
If that's really what they want to do, I'm okay with it. We're going to move up with our Shadowhawk to this position here.
In coordinates.
And our Shadowhawk is going to look at hit odds. We could take down this building very, very easily. And I think that's what we're going to do.
Firing.
There we go.
Fresh real estate available.
There's some fall damage. Nice. The Enfield is going to fire on the Shadowhawk. That's fairly expected, in all honesty.
Took a hard hit there.
I'm catching some serious.
And
shit
our
here,
Blackjack
Commander.
is going to move up to
Move order
here.
received.
And from this, we can very easily drop an Arrow 4 on either the Quick Draw or the Enfield or the Valk or the Firestarter. And actually, I think we're going to drop the Arrow 4 on the building the Firestarter is standing on.
Locking on target.
Very nice.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, that definitely did some damage. The Valkyrie is now going to jump. Okay. They're laying into the Shadowhawk 2C a bit. Our armor is starting to get a bit thin in some locations.
Confirmed.
Our Centurion is going to move up to here.
Move order received.
This building has taken some damage. I think, given our hit odds here, we're just going to go for the Enfield.
Here we go.
That was solid.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay, so at this point, our Veagle is going to move on up.
Move order received.
And in this position, we can fire on either of these, and the Enfield is the obvious choice. Very nice. Another structure exposure in the leg. I like it. Okay, so our 4x1 is going to move up to where we have LOS. We only have LOS on the Valk, and I'm going to take this shot. I'm hoping that we stray shot the building that it's on, but odds of that are, I think, a little low. Yeah. As I expected. So the 1G is going to sprint forward and block a bit for the Shadowhawk 2C. And we're definitely going to go for the Enfield here. There's no doubt about that.
Here we go.
That is a leg destruction.
Maybe this.
Very nice. That Enfield doesn't move until, like, round 1 of next turn, or round 4. So the Enfield is in a lot of danger right now. Okay. That's completely fine.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to move up with this Centurion here. And I'm going to shoot at this Firestarter, I think. We actually have better hit odds on the Valk, which surprises me. But, okay. Take it. Little bit of building damage there. I like it. We'll see if the Valk jumps off of that building. It does indeed. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to have a problem with that. That's for sure.
Receiving you.
Okay, our Blackjack at this point, I honestly think we drop the Arrow 4 on the downed Enfield.
Confirmed.
Okay, that's an LBXAC 10 destruction. I was hoping that it would be more on the Enfield directly, so that it would splash damage all of these.
Ready
Or
for
close to it, but alas, here we are. We could move up to here. That Valk has a lot of evasive right now. I'm actually thinking about moving the Veagle here. Positioning it here.
busting out.
And potentially going for the kill on the Enfield. I think that this is the best bet that we've got right now. Do it.
Target acquired. Oh, hell yeah.
Very nice.
It's on now.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
next up, I do want to move in with the Ghost. And we will move in to this position. All we need to get is a minor hit on this Valkyrie. Alternatively, we do have good hit odds on the quick draw. And I think that's what we're going to go for. Light him up. Okay.
Aye, aye.
At this point, the Shadowhawk can step forward to, say, this position here.
Moving to position.
And I'm going to Vigilance it as well. And we are going to do just as much damage to that quick draw as we can, which will be a lot.
All weapons.
Yeah, that's a hefty amount of damage, especially with the knockdown. Now, the quick draw hasn't moved yet this round.
What do you need?
The Hunchy can't shoot at the quick draw. It could shoot at the Firestarter or the Valk. Both of these hit odds are pretty low. I think we're actually going to shoot down the building the Firestarter is on.
Okay, I'm on it.
There we go.
That one's gone.
Excellent.
Orders.
We're going to move up with this Centurion. And let's see, this is our MRM Centurion. Yeah, we're going to go for the quick draw here. Finish him. Excellent.
Target down.
One last quick draw.
No.
This Hunchy is going to close in. I'm not going to sprint in and do the charge, but we're going to close into this position here. And I think that we just go ahead and fire on the Valk. Maybe we stray shot the fire starter.
Engage me.
We don't, but that's okay. Next up, our Shadowhawk is going to position... I would honestly love to get up into this cover with it. And we'd like to protect the right-hand side, so we would want to turn it as far this way as we can, which isn't tremendously far, in all honesty. But we can do some damage to this Valk's weak arc.
Giving them everything I've got.
Excellent. So the Valk is going to move, like, next. Not quite next, actually.
Commander?
We move in with this Centurion. The question is, do we want to use cluster munitions at this point? And I think the answer to that is yes. Okay, that's a knockdown on the Valk. That's a huge, huge deal. That reserves it back to phase 9. So the fire starter will move now. And that's okay. We'll see where it decides to go, who it decides to attack here. Okay, I don't care about this. It made a tactical mistake.
Holding firm.
A pretty major tactical mistake. So our Veagle is going to move up to this position. We're going to get the fire starter unsteady with the Veagle. There we go. That might actually be a knockdown.
Report critical hit.
Nope, not quite a knockdown. The Hunchy here is going to go for the knocked down Valk, and we're going to look for a kill on it. That's not quite a kill, but it's very close. Okay.
I'm here.
Our Ghost is going to move in for the kill on the Valk. There we go. Excellent.
That's a kill. My heat gauge is getting good to go.
Okay, the Blackjack is not going to drop an arrow 4 on the fire starter. I can tell you that right now. That is not going to happen. Our Centurion here. Do we have 2 areas that are rear arc? Oh, we do. This fire starter positioned so poorly. We're going to attack from here. Melee. This will be a knockdown, so we're not going to be able to get the next one into the rear arc. But even so. Excellent. And this Hunchback is now going to walk in.
There.
And this is very, very simple. So this was actually our dropship that I was looking at.
Got it.
Well, that's overkill.
Enemy down.
Okay. Diamond Shark Forces inbound. Well, that one was definitely simpler than I was hoping for. I was hoping for some better salvage out of it. I mean, having access to a quick draw to salvage is okay. We could have it fill, like, the role that the Shadowhawk is right now with a little bit more tonnage. It could be okay. Do we have a full quick draw here? Actually, we do. 4 laser, 2 missile hardpoints. Now, it's not the most durable of mechs, I can tell you that. But let's go ahead and get it. That'll be our first official heavy. I would love to get the Valkyrie 2 as well, but there's only the one part there. Let's see if we get it from the roulette here. The answer is we do actually get the part, but we only have one part, so that's okay. The Flamer is going to be kept for sure. Generic armor, cockpit basic, blah, blah, blah. Generic heatsink, heavy jump jets. We'll keep those around for now. And basic sensors, we don't need generic structure. And SRM ammo, no thank you. Okay, so we're going to need to put that quick draw together. And the question is, exactly what are we going to mount on that? Like I said, I'm thinking about it being a replacement for our existing Shadowhawk 2C. We'll need to have some solid heat dissipation on it, for sure. But I want to have it have, like, the heavy lasers, like, ideal loadout, right? 2 heavy large lasers, 2 heavy medium lasers, enough heatsink to deal with that, and then like streak SRMs or maybe even rockets. We'll see. Go ahead and repair Yang, that's fine. Let's take a look at what we can put on this.
Hey, Commander. Be with you.
So if we go into our storage, and we get our quick draw, let's see, that's a heavy, and it's a 60-tonner, and it is this guy. So we'll ready that. Yep, go ahead and do it.
That Mech you asked for is cleared for fire.
Okay. So let's take a look at what we can do with this. So it, by default, has 640 points of armor. That's slightly problematic, and the question is, are we going to want to take the heavy lasers off of the Shadowhawk? I believe those are our only heavy lasers. But like I said, the quick draw will basically replace the Shadowhawk. So let's take a look at what our Shadowhawk currently has. We'll stop the work on that. And yeah, this has a little bit more armor, but we're going to be able to put more on the quick draw. Let's go ahead and take the lasers off. And we may also want to strip off the heatsink kit. Or wait, it would automatically do this if we just put this into storage, right? We can put the Shadowhawk 2C into storage if we're going to be replacing it. So yeah, that removes all equipment. Excellent. Okay, and then the quick draw will be essentially replacing that with an extra 15 tons. So we'll just repair everything here, ditch the SRM laser, the medium laser, the heavy jump jets, and we'll just see how much tonnage we have available on this. Ditch the SRM-4, ditch this heatsink, this jump jet. We don't have a fusion core on here right now. The stock fusion core is an engine core 300. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got available. We could put like a 320 on there to make it ever so slightly faster. I like it. We'll max out this armor. That gives us 9 tons to work with. We'll put in Clan Ferrofibrous armor. We'll put in Clan Endosteel structure. Like so. That gives us 13 tons to work with. We'll also need Clan double heat sinks. For sure. And let's take a look at where these weapon hardpoints are. Okay, they're slightly awkward for sure. Let's go ahead and put in the heavy large laser. Right there. As well as the heavy medium lasers. And I want to spread out where these are located, like so. And then as far as the other location goes, we still have 7 tons to work with. I mean, I would love to put in a heavy PPC, but it's not happening. It's simply not happening. We could put in like just an ER small laser just to try to save some tonnage. And then we can put in, I think rockets are the way to go here. Rocket 20s would be amazing. So a rocket 20 here, a rocket 20 here, like so. This does a lot of damage. Our heat efficiency is garbage. So, to that end, we are of course going to put in some Clan double heat sinks. We have enough space for several of these. So we can put in 2 there, we can put in 2 here. This is still real bad on the heat efficiency level. Okay. Real bad. Can we fit that engine heatsink plus 2 on this? Would that actually help us? I mean, that puts us overweight and doesn't really help the heat efficiency all that much. So that's definitely something to note. We could maybe cram in an XL engine. I'm not sure I'd like to. We're starting to run pretty low on slots. That does save us a lot of weight. Like, a whole lot of weight. So we could put in a Clan double heatsink here, here, and here. We can't fit in another Clan double heatsink. But this would be a good argument for the heatsink, engine heatsink plus 2. like that. Now that gives us 6 tons remaining. We can drop the endosteel structure. That drops that down to 3 tons remaining, and that allows us to have the slots to put in another pair of clan double heat sinks. In fact, we could even put in one more down here, and we could even fit an additional one here, and that puts us slightly overweight. Fascinating. We could drop a little bit of weight in our legs. This is quite a bit of weight to drop in terms of armor. There's no doubt about that. Our heat efficiency is looking pretty good, all things considered. How much would we end up having to drop this down to? Like 110? 111, 112. Okay, 111. I mean, I think this is reasonable. Let's do it. Yeah, that's going to be expensive, but let's get that underway. It's going to take a while, and we're not going to wait for it. There's no doubt about that. But, yeah,
when that's done.
that is nice. We'll get that underway, and it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to deploy without our quick draw and work on getting that online. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.